Everybody, welcome to the Gouda GP podcast. Today we are talking about the Hungarian Grand Prix and we are going to do our predictions. And when I say we, it's only me this podcast, it is me, just Billy. Bradley is still away on holiday. He will be back for the reactions. I have got his predictions, but he has no way of recording it. So just me, I'll let you know what he thinks, what I think. Going into this weekend, we have some storylines, because obviously last year we had a very controversial race win for Oscar Piastri, his first one of the season. Some say well deserved, but it was kind of ruined by the papaya rules, everything that happened between Lando and Oscar. So I feel like both drivers have something to prove this weekend. They feel like they've got a chip on their shoulder, and I feel like we're going to get some great performances out of the McLarens. This is also a great racetrack for Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, who have both shown amazing strengths around here in the past. George Russell set a lap record here in a test for Mercedes, and Lewis Hamilton, of course, taking his first race win in a Mercedes in 2014. 2013. Oh my gosh, can't get that wrong. Come on now. So yeah, we've got some drivers who love this track, and we've got a great weekend coming up. So with that, let's not dilly-dally. Let's get into predictions. Now, shock Q1 exit. I have gone for Pierre Gasly. I feel like I just see this Alpine struggling a lot, and I feel like Hungary might be a track to bring out these issues from the car, and I feel like we might see a shock exit from Gasly, but I could also see this going the other way and Gasly being in the top 10 shootout. Like, there's no in between for me here, but I do think he could get knocked out, and that's who I'm putting my money on. Now to switch over to Bradley. Now, obviously, I can't give too much of a reason why. He hasn't given me any reasoning, so I can only assume. He's gone for Gabriel Bortoleto. If I'm going to put some word in his mouth, I'm assuming he's going to say it's a rookie, it's a tough track, it's known as Monaco without the walls, and we might see a slip up from Gabby this weekend. He might also be saying just not a great track for the Kick Sauber. Now, I can't know for certain, but he has gone for Gabby Bortoleto. I thought about Gabby, but I don't know, that Kick Sauber just feels a bit too quick for me right now. So, yeah, that's why I've gone for Gasly. Right, let's go on to pole position. I have gone for Oscar Piastri. I am back in Oscar as I did in Belgium. I just think he's the better driver. This season, I think he's just taken it up a notch. He had a great performance here last season, as much as it got overshadowed by the papaya rules. He had a great performance in a season where he was great. He wasn't as good as this season. We've seen a real step up out of Oscar Piastri, and if he was doing well at this track last year, what are we going to see out of him this year? I feel like we could see great performances out of Oscar, and I think he's going to do great, and he's going to take his form from the Belgium race, bring it into Hungary, and it's going to be pole position for him. Now, Bradley has gone for the other McLaren driver with Lando Norris. I mean, he's been kind of going the Lando way recently, which shocks me because I have been calling him a Lando hater. Maybe that's why he's doing it, so I can stop calling him it. Because he's normally very critical of Lando, but he's back in Lando for this weekend. Now, I could see this going either way. Both of them coming in with a chip on their shoulders, unfinished business from last year, because neither of them won in a way, because although Piastri won and Lando had to give up the position, they both kind of came out that weekend with a little bit of a sour taste. So I could see it going either way. I've betted on Oscar. He's betted on Lando. Hopefully it goes Oscar's way, but who knows? All right, going into the podium from third to first, I have gone Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri. Look, I named one certain moment earlier in this podcast, and that's Hamilton taking his first win from Mercedes back in 2013 around this track. He excels around here. If there's a place he's going to get his first podium of the year, and the first podium for Scuderia Ferrari, it's going to be here. He didn't quite get it at Silverstone. Hulkenberg got it, which I think plenty of people are happy with over Lewis getting it there. But if it's going to happen, it's going to be here, and I can see it happening. Bounce back after a tough weekend in Belgium. Hopefully it didn't hit the confidence too hard for him. And yeah, I could just see this one coming up. I don't think anybody doubts Hamilton's skill in a Formula One car at the moment. He's a 7-time world champion for a reason. Doesn't matter what car he drives and how long he's in the sport, something is still there for him. And he believes it clearly, because otherwise he wouldn't have signed this contract with Ferrari. So yeah, I'm backing Lewis to be best of the rest behind those two McLarens. I do this every single week. If I'm giving Oscar pole, I'm giving Oscar the win, because he's just so assured behind the behind the wheel, especially when he's leading. He just doesn't look like there's a mistake in him at times. And yeah, maybe if I put Lando on pole, I'd think about it a bit more, because he was prone, especially last year. He kind of created a reputation for not being able to win off pole. So yeah, I feel like when I put these two together, I just have so much faith in Oscar to do it from pole position. And that's kind of my reasoning behind the podium. Bradley has gone for a very similar podium. When I saw this podium, I was thinking, oh gosh, it's going to look like we've picked the same thing and I've just copied him or he's copied me. It's not going to look great. But he did make one change, which I find very interesting. He's gone for Lewis Hamilton in P3, similar to me. I'd imagine there would be similar reasoning there as well. He's gone for Oscar Piastri P2 and Lando Norris to take the win. So we've got a very similar structure for this weekend. Pole position is going to take the win. Who can blame us? This is the track known for being Monaco without the walls, and we're already struggling to see overtakes at other tracks. I think I like his logic. We very much were on a similar wavelength this weekend, and I can see this going either way. Like I said, with both drivers having a kind of chip on their shoulders, it's very easy to see both sides of this, and whichever driver does win it, you'll kind of be like, yeah, to be fair enough, you know? Just one of those. It's one of those weekends. Best constructor, moving on to best constructor, McLaren. We both picked a 1-2. It's only not happened once this year. It is hard to bet against McLaren when they're such a good team right now. And for driver of the day, I've gone for George Russell. Now, he's a driver I brought up in the intro, and he is so good around this track. I love having this. I love having this track just for George Russell, because every time I come into it, I'm like, come on, George, pull a masterclass. Like, because he was so good in the Merc when he did that test. He got he got that lap record at the time, and it kind of showed the talent he had. So I always come into this one thinking about it. It always comes to mind, and I feel like maybe he won't get the result he wanted, but we're definitely going to see a driver of the day performance out of him. Now, Bradley has gone another direction. He has gone a bit further down the grid in terms of car performance. He has gone for Nico Hulkenberg, or as he would want me to say it right now, Nico Hulkenberg. And I would love to give you a reasoning. I think he's just assuming Hulkenberg's going to pull off a great strategy, do his thing. Why not? Or he's going for the popularity vote. Obviously, with driver of the day, there's two chances for us to win it. Whether both of us agree on the driver of the day, that's one way you can win it, or you can win it by who actually wins driver of the day through the popularity contest. That is driver of the day in F1 right now. So yeah, that's driver of the day, and it's only a 10-minute podcast, but I ain't going to hold you long. That's our predictions. That's the run through. Going into this weekend, I am leading the championship, the prediction championship, of course, with 44 points. Bradley's only 2 behind me right now with 42. So all is to play for. Bradley could come out this weekend ahead, but hopefully we'll come out this weekend saying I'm a little further ahead. But we'll see. Is there any predictions you completely agree with? Any predictions you completely disagree with? Let us know in the comment section below. We are currently pushing the TikTok right now. We want to do TikTok lives for these podcasts. We want to get you guys involved, maybe have some questions during the middle of the podcast, kind of like we do with Bradley's streams, but we on Twitch. But we want to bring it into more official, do it on a TikTok, because that's what we're trying to grow as a platform right now. We're kind of going platform at a time. We want to grow TikTok, and then we'll move on to Instagram and so on. So yeah, I mean, if you'd like to give us a follow on TikTok, we'd very much appreciate it. Gouda GP on TikTok. We're only 5 away from doing the live, so you could be one of those 5 to help us along. We'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this podcast. Bradley will be back next time out, next week, to talk all things the Hungarian Grand Prix. So yeah, let us know what you think. We want to hear it. Bradley's coming back. I mean, oh, gosh, everything is coming back to normal. It's going to be great. I'm excited for this weekend. I hope you are too. Have a good day, and I'll speak to you next time.